Good day and greetings from HSE-RM Solutions. As discussed in my last post today's topic is digital aid to safety. Is it needed? Modern technology is changing day by day. We practically live in a digital world around us. Today we cannot imagine a world without digital aids. That is television, mobile phones, tablet, pads, smart TVs, smartphones, smart app assistants. We can honestly say we have made our world smarter. Yes, but it is. Is it? Today, we limit our discussion only to the use of smart aids to safety in industry. It's not about individual perception, but it's about mass acceptance. Personally, I do support digitalization, but in its true meaning and knowledge. What is knowledge? Awareness or familiarities gained by experience of a fact or situation. Facts, information, and skills acquired through experience or education. The theoretical or practical understanding of a subject. If we miss any of the element or understanding, we end up selecting or making the things of less use. So let's start with the definition of digitalization. The conversion of text, data, picture, or sound into digital form that can be processed by a computer. Now, let's read it again. Conversion of text, data, pictures, or sounds into digital form that can be processed by computer. Okay, so what did we make out of it? We started understanding that it will ease or remove men. Yes, it will remove less smarter men with more complex or intelligent men. The most common mistake that every individual does is understand that digitalization is to make our lives easier and will replace a man. No, it is for performing tasks by a machine or system on our behalf. Nothing I say or anyone puts it the other way will change it. So why we are discussing this definition? Reason is to understand the overall process, rather overall selection process or conversion process of converting system to perform tasks digitally. Please always keep in mind, still any smart function is not smart enough to be self-sustaining. It requires human interaction or assistance to aid to put it to use. Digitalization. Digitalization and safety brings more complexities. Over a period of time, assessing organization has gained us experience in understanding different systems. We have seen modern day ERPs, we have seen um, different systems, that is personalized softwares that have been that industry uses. ERPs are primarily enterprise resource planning. Developing this digital software that can perform tasks more efficiently than human without errors. But what data and from where? Now smart softwares are not smart enough to select parameters on their own. It's complex process for a machine to understand. We mostly have learned about human interaction with machine and system. The most common word or the first thing that we understood, we most learned was about human interaction with machine system was HMI, that is human machine interface. Interaction of human to perform a task by machine. For safety is not a gadget but a state of mind. We must realize that data is to be captured or what is required to be analyzed. Why this task needs digitalization. Most of the companies have systems that capture data for which earlier one person was doing it. Now one person and a system and an expert is doing it. Is it not? Is it not understood by the person? The reason behind all this goof up is because the person who understands the system doesn't know how to operate a machine, and the person who is operating the machine doesn't know anything about the system, because it was being taken as a decision by management to put a system in place. But that system was not that user friendly. So what value addition did it do? Or it just added value to the overall operation cost? You don't need to know the whole alphabet of safety. The ABC of it will save you if you follow it. What is ABC? Always be careful. When we say this, we need to understand the true meaning. Over a period of time, as we have gained the experience of such need and put to perform a task, most people want everything in one. We take it slowly. The biggest worry and the problem is to seek larger ones and act on it. All-in-one solution means we are looking at jack of all. But do we remember the next line? That is master of none. So what we do is we end up making everything jumbled and everything in one, like price, availability, safety, variability, environment impact, interconnection, performance, safety, monitoring, controls, everything in one. But my dear friend, this will at the end up in doing what? The systems might look, segregated, but they form a very beautiful mess. Let's put some light on problems in incorporating the software. The first question that pops in mind of client or professional, that integration into a system is can be very challenging. Not every company has a highly skilled technical department that is equipped to merge existing system with new software. And why do we need to do it? The question most people forget why we need it. We try and do things all at once. Accurate reporting, tracking, allow companies to prevent incident before they happen. These preventive measures help improve work conditions and ensure compliance across the board. Organizations always talk of compliances, incident reporting, near miss reporting, but is it required? Or are we focusing on places and pointing arrows in wrong direction? Parameters of analysis should be that are contributing. Contributing factor is often not known to us. We assist organizations, as in consulting organization, we assist organization in identifying such parameters. In one such case studies I still remember, we did recently, we came across a system. We assisted the organization in identifying this, and when we look deeper into the system, one company purchased a software, and we looked deeper into it, they placed a manager and a supervisor and a worker. Now these three people were involved. So the worker gave report to the supervisor made it in Excel, and then that Excel was being handed over to the manager, who put it in directly to the system. So there were too many people involved, and when we looked at it, what we saw was the Excel so generated by the supervisor, the software did nothing but put those Excel into beautiful bar charts and pie charts. It was very good because it gave an auto input. But when we actually saw and we look at the input parameters and the tables in which the data was put, the data could have been generated directly from Excel itself. Then why did we get the software? So what happened? The same functions were repeated, and as I previously said, the brainstorming session was missing from there. Actually, solutions, as I have previously said, only comes when brainstorming is done. Identifying what is needed to be analyzed and why. What input this parameter will give that requires attention. At many places, we have seen softwares in place, we have seen sensors in place, we have seen digital aids in place. But what those digital aids are giving, what kind of data or input that these digital aids are giving, is not understood properly. We need to analyze a proper response time to it. Like, suppose we have a leak detection happening. Okay, the sensor has detected that there is a leak. But what after that? If we have detected a leak, so what is your action? You want to evacuate the area? You want to control it? You want to eliminate it? You want to cut it? You want to, what do you want to do? But that kind of mechanical system never existed in that organization, what we assessed. So then we asked that we have a system, we have a sensor there that can detect that the leakage can happen. But if a leakage is happening, then what? So then there should be some protective system to counter it. There should be some bypass wall arrangements that can cut off the lines, that okay, this line is having leakage, so it is to be bypassed. So these engineering control systems are not in place. What is in place is just the digital aid. Similarly, fire detection. Most of the companies, they install fire detection system. Fire departments also insist in installing the same. But what good are detection systems if we have not acted or have made provisions to give source protections? Detection systems are good when we have identified the source of ignitions, that is source from where the fire can start. So this is what happens. We can discuss more in details in person. Now, for now, we can definitely take some questions. You're more than welcome to send me a mail, contact me by my phone. This number that is mentioned is my WhatsApp number as well. So I believe that digital aid is good, but it is only good when it is given a proper thought, when it is given the right blend of process. Thank you. Looking forward to be in touch with you, and do subscribe us.